As they entered their home, seawater dripping onto the floor and wet sand caked to their legs, they made their way over to the bathroom to take a shower and refresh themselves. A half hour or so later, they emerged with a sigh of relief, then promptly made their way down to their room to retire for the day. They swing their door open, numbly wander over to their bed, and plop face first onto it with a satisfying poof. Before clocking out for the day, they cracked an eye open and wandered their gaze across the room, before focusing on an open book on their desk. With a slight grumble, they left the cozy bed and went over to the book. Taking a seat in the desk chair, they flipped the book over to a fresh page, picked up a nearby pencil, and began.
Dear Diary, as you know, my friends and I had big plans for the beach today. It was to celebrate our recent victory over Eggman. We all met up at Emerald Coast, and at first everything was nice. And it was just Rouge, Blaze, and Silver there setting up our spot. Rouge was busy putting on sunscreen. I don't know why, since we all have fur, but she was adamant on it. Silver had already set up the chairs and umbrellas with his psychokinesis, and was getting red in the face from trying to blow up the beach ball.
And as I was trying to inflate the dang ball, I hear Amy laughing so hard, she nearly dropped the snacks she brought for everyone. If that wasn't bad enough, Blaze joined in, and oh my goodness, I just wanted to die right there and then. My face was so hot, I bet I could have gave Iblis a run for its money. But then it got better when Blaze offered to inflate it instead, which I thought was very kind of her. She took the ball from me, and I thought she was going to wipe off the mouthpiece. Nope! She just went and bit down right where my spit still was. Isn't that what they call an indirect kiss? Does that count? Did I give my first kiss? It probably doesn't count, does it? Anyway, all further thought was halted when I saw Blaze take a huge breath through her nose and just blam! Ball full and ready to go. The fact that that ball was as big as we were and she did it in a single breath still astounds me. But as soon as she gave the ball a playful kick, I noticed she got this strange look in her eyes.
I am ashamed to say, dear diary, that I had a relapse. I can't recall anything in particular myself, but by Silver and Amy's account, this was a rather explosive episode. I do not understand. I had been doing so well these past few months. It's been exactly 82 days since the incident with that dreaded ball of yarn. I'm just glad that Silver was more forgiving than the maid. I'll be sure to get him a better ball. Also, I may have forgotten to clean off the mouthpiece after receiving the ball from Silver. Now, don't get me wrong, you know very well of the secrets I've confided in you. However, you also know my strict cleanliness policies. Even though I cared deeply for Silver, when I realized that his spittle was in my mouth, I may have puked a little when no one was watching.
So, as I was pulling up, who do I see but the regal princess of the soul dimension herself, blowing chunks behind a rock like Sonic after a chili dog contest. And beyond that was Rouge in a lounge chair, holding a camera with a smug look on her face, while Amy and the weakling were picking up burnt pieces of garbage out of a fire pit. My first thought was that I had somehow missed the party, and I was looking at the aftermath. Which was obviously wrong, because I am the party. So to really kick things off, I planned to punt the football that I had brought into Silver's mug. I thought it would have been hilarious to do that and follow it up with some sort of Butterfingers pun. It was gonna be great. I lined up the shot and everything. Then I kicked that sucker as hard as I could. But then the ball hit Amy instead. Was it an accident? Yes. Did she care? Not really, no. She was on the warpath, so I did the only thing I could do, befitting my status as the ultimate life form.
In all honesty, seeing Shadow screaming like a child and running away from an angry Amy is something I usually write in my dream journal. But since Tails and Knuckles both saw it too, it had to be real, which is both amazing and terrifying. Tails began unloading the tornado and passing the extra stuff we brought to Knuckles and myself. Being careful as to not get involved, or worse, attract Amy's attention, we snuck past the Fracas to where everyone else was. We found Silver nursing an ill-looking blaze next to a smoldering crater with a faint smell of burning plastic in the air. Rouge was the only one looking like they were having a good time, sipping soda through a straw while occasionally taking a picture of the action behind us. Then she did something strange. She got up, picked up her things, and began briskly walking up and past the Levi's. At least, I thought it was strange, until I heard a distinct black of seawater crashing on the shore. I turned to see that the sea was missing, and then I saw it coming back. Did I ever mention how much I hate water?
Poor Sonic. Tried so hard to be a hero and save everyone from the evil giant wave. And in the end, he couldn't even save himself. Tails had the right idea of up, but lost points when he tried to lift up others with him. Got tuckered down and popped straight into the water with Blaze. I thought Nucky would have had enough sense to save himself, but he wasted his time trying to break up Amy and Shadow. He might have made it had Silver not tried to help, which just sparked a new fight with Shadow. A shame, really. With everyone waterlogged and angry, they called it quits for the day, and to just get back together over some friendly sushi we now have scheduled for tomorrow night. Which is fantastic. Though it means I now have to wait to get more embarrassing shots of them. But for now, I'll say that today was a great day at the beach.
Here's to hoping tomorrow is better. Until then, Ivo-J Robotnik.
Completing his entry, he closed his diary, journal, and left his writing desk. Returning to his bed, he gazed at his nightstand for a moment. On top sat a stack of blueprints, a literal myriad of admittedly absurd inventions. Plans for a beach ball laced with catnip, a remote-control guided football, and an underwater wave generator. Was it petty revenge for how they foiled his brilliant plans for his Eggman Land theme park again? Maybe. Did he care? No. And it was all possible at the low, low price of lining a greedy bat's palm with jewels, and with the promise of a Chaos Emerald to ensure continued assistance and silence from said bat. Tomorrow night promises to be even better. Eggman chuckles to himself as he lies down to sleep. Oh yes, much better indeed.